thought you were getting a drink. Why did you get popcorn too? You just had to get a drink.
Y'all can come sit over here. I know what he wanted. Hold on.
Something else there.
Hey,
look at that.
Thank you for your service.
I know when I show up with money, everybody.
Oh yeah.
You want to go back up or we go out? Use that to step down.
You have the Star Special banner on your phone?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Now I'm going to sit down here and enjoy it. one's Fernando, right?
Where's she gonna be?
You told me don't forget the money. Look at that. I'll tell you later.
Hey.
Wheel?
Yeah.
The other one.
The tall one.
Yeah.
Nabil, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my indoor soccer days when I first moved to Tulsa, you know.
Feels like 170.
Like all of a sudden, I just had this flashback to Coming to America.
Did you watch Coming to America too, though? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It was funny too.
I know.
It's always tough following the first.
Well, it's a lot easier when it's 35 years later.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed they were still able to get so many of them. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the cast. That's insane. I couldn't believe that either.
They got James Earl Jones before he passed. He wasn't looking good in the movie. He was like,
That was appropriate for the time.
that's what Leanna was saying. He actually died there on that, in that scene.
I think my favorite movie with them, besides Star Wars, I love him so much. I mean, I feel the dreams.
I feel the good.
I mean, this is classic. One thing where he got better with it was the Boston Red Sox.
So I was in Boston last week. And I jumped in there and I'm passing by cars, you know, and I'm like, man, it's so much transition. This is insane, you know? It's right off that highway. We're gonna do this party there in the summer. I gotta go to this place. I've never been.
He might need some support on one of those trips.
Exactly. There you go. See?
What's your favorite movie with you know, the trick is that some players use heat and some players use ice. But they found out the secret is the heat of the ice.
You guys got Red Bull?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the U and the Union Sports Network. I'm Brandon McCombs, and it is homecoming night here as the Sand Springs Sandites come to town to play your Union men. Joined alongside here in the booth, good friend Paul Dean. And Paul Dean, what a great night. The Union girls came out and did just a crushing defeat to in a 7-0 victory, but we expect something completely different for the men's game tonight as Sand Springs looks to be very competitive.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought the girls had a very comfortable game. It'll be interesting to see how this goes against Sand Springs. They've got a couple of real quality players that can be able to make the game real tough for Union.
So Union, a very young team, got some seniors and senior captain Rylan Franca, but Coach Wilson playing lots of sophomores. We even have freshmen starting tonight in Cesar Urquiza. And what you really see is a team that is starting to bond. They have not lost a regular season game in regulation. Mm-hmm. They have played so many extra time games, double overtime, lost to Booker T, lost in shootouts to Broken Arrow and Jinx. And so just a few penalty kicks away from really being in the driver's seat. But their future and their playoff hopes hinge on how they perform here this week in their makeup games.
Yeah, I mean, the district, if you look at it from top to bottom, has been incredibly competitive. Everybody can beat everybody type of scenario. It comes to PKs, overtime, all that kind of stuff. Union's really going to grow and develop over the years. Coach Wilson's always trying to play more and more players, carry a deep bench to be able to develop that team for the long term. And it'll be interesting to see how some of these younger players do to start off with. I imagine he's playing a lot of the younger ones to get them experience, being a non-district matchup for them. So I think it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
All right, so one of the exciting things tonight is to see Union is coming in on a 3-game streak tonight that they have not given up a goal.
Yep.
And so in that 3 games, not giving up a goal, they went into Bixby last week and shut them out in a 3-0 performance. And really the same squad that he took into Bixby is what Coach Wilson's putting on the field tonight.
Yeah, it'll be good. That's impressive, not giving up any goals in those games, and hopefully they'll continue that trend. But I know that Sand Springs, like I said, has two real threats, number 8 and number 9 there, that will definitely give them a good challenge.
So Union tonight, they are starting Edwin in that defensive center mid, and they have pushed senior Rylan Franca up to forward. He'll be playing with McCombs, Jefferson up top, and coach looking to try to find some combinations as he'll be bringing Miguel Torres, the leading goal scorer for Union, and their big threat off the bench tonight. Union with possession, back to Cannon Marth, over to Cameron Seri, over to Eric Villalobos. And McCombs trying to win that. He does. Over to Guayo to Seth Sims. And there's Sean Riggins. He's had an injury-plagued year, but it looks like he's back to full strength, playing very well. Sand Springs trying to gain some type of attack, and Arquiza steps in front of it, and the ball out of bounds. Union, a very disciplined team, will stay spread out, and Paul Dean, they love to use the width of the pitch.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Union's going to try to work this ball around, try to maintain possession of the ball, and dictate the pace of the play. Let's see how Sand Springs reacts. And I'm impressed. I mean, honestly, like even playing a lot of younger kids, I mean, they've come out sharp. I think there's some depth to be had on this group, and this is their chance. This is their chance to showcase themselves. So we'll see how it goes.
Arquiza back over. And Eric and Villalobos kicks it up. He's a little tight on that touch, and that's going to be out of bounds. And as we tick inside almost the first 2 minutes, and you're right, Union's keeping the ball on the deck. It's a windy night with the wind strong out of the south. So Union with the wind here in the first. Edgar Aguayo there with the foul. And Eric here, Villalobos with a deadly left foot, and you'll see a nice bend on this free kick. Thanks for joining us here on UnionSportsNetwork.com. I'm Brandon, he's Paul Dean, and there's the ball into the box. And no one on that one. The two players we're really watching, as you were talking about, number 8 and number 9. Number 8 there is Fernando. Dangerous.
Wow.
And he went pretty much uncontested all the way.
He's just got tremendous quality. He's a player I've coached in the past, and he's a very talented player.
And that is the perk of having someone of your level of play, and they just let that go.
Yeah, I mean, that They're looking for that quick restart. Another potential handball there. Sand Springs was calling for it.
Cameron McCulloch comes out, and they're going to kick that, and that's the long ball. And they're going to get Ryland on that offsides. Yeah, what you're going to see out of Cameron McCulloch, the Union goalie tonight, with that wind behind him, he's going to be punting box to box.
Yeah.
So that should be just a off to the races run. Now it was Riggins on the defense. He steps in. Another
Good
one.
Ball. Oh, he
And
played him on.
I think he thought he had way more time than what he had, and Eric recovered very, very quickly on that backside. And they're going to give away a free kick right there, so it'll be just a little bit of a shorter corner.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and he got through
Opportunity
twice,
there for Sand Springs.
And Union dodging a bullet early here as ball running through. And they had that problem in Broken Arrow, letting balls through. And again, they dodged it there, and they've dodged it again tonight.
Dangerous ball there. They've got to do a better job of picking up that backside runner. They did a little too much watching for my liking, and hopefully they're able to clean that up as the night progresses, because it will be a dangerous opportunity for them.
It's going to be a Sand Springs throw-in. Edgar with a steal.
Great ball.
There's Ryland
He's
Franca.
offsides.
And that was a close one.
What a wonderful ball, though.
You really
outside of the football from the back.
It looked like they McCombs checked back in. It looks like they pulled a few with him, and Ryland was off to the races and just barely offsides on that one. That was a close call.
That McComb's a good-looking kid. I'm sure he gets his looks from his mother.
It has to be. Has to definitely be from mom, not from dad. Gannon Marth up.
Yep, foul coming for Union. There it is. A little too much hands there.
Yep, trying to pull him back, and they get the foul right there. Eric will be on the kick.
There's a good ball there. Ooh, keeper got it. Great run there by Union, though. There's a good header. You can tell the composure by Fernando there. He's just so calm. He plays like a grown man. Union throw there, deflection.
Urquiza with a ball through the box.
Good ball. Can he turn? Oof. Looks like it took a deflection there, possibly.
Nice trap there by senior captain Ryland Franca. Oh, and Eric with a spinner and out as it hits his toe.
Unlucky there.
And that's a nice clearing there by Marth. Sand Springs goalkeeper staying calm with it.
Mm-hmm. Union trying to build up again. Got to stay a little bit more patient. Combs with a good trap there. No.
Arquiza made him fall.
Well done, well done.
Goalkeeper got out in front of it just a little bit. It's a good thing.
That's better there from Union. Not the best ball there by the keeper, but Sand Springs control. And a foul there by McCombs.
Sand Springs with the touch back inside 29 minutes now.
Not a bad little ball there. Good ball there. Way to find that space. Oh, good cut. Got to put a dangerous ball in. There it is, goal.
And right there, McCombs with the goal. Caden McCombs throws it down on a great play. That is a freshman-sophomore connection that you're going to see for years to come.
Great run there by Arquiza. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if that's the level of hold on 1 second. All right, if that's the level of play that he's going to bring to the game, and honestly, the two of them, I think that's going to be a fantastic combination. Just real good composure. Took that player on, waited, found a great pass, and McCombs was able to finish it. Well done there.
Well, I can't lie. I enjoy watching my kids score a goal.
Absolutely. You should.
That was a great play. And I tell you what, Cesar Arquiza did all the work, though, to make that happen. And he is he's a little special on the ball as a freshman,
he
isn't
is. I'm telling you, he comes from the long list of
Arquizas
players from the Arquiza factory, and he seems to be very much of the same mold as all his former cousins, uncles, and probably his dad.
Yes, exactly right. And Miguel Torres is checked into the game.
Well, there, Miguel's putting a lot of pressure there. Fernando's probably offsides, but it's not called. Looks like he came back into the play from an offsides position. Sand Springs getting to work. They still have a couple of dangerous players, and they showed in those first couple of minutes that they can be dangerous, so Union's got to stay sharp. Penalty. That's a penalty.
That's going to be a penalty
and
kick.
It's got to be a yellow for sure.
That is going to be definitely a PK, and
it's definitely a yellow, but I don't think it's a red card. Yellow card.
Now he has to leave the game. He has to leave. They'll have to check somebody in as the clock is stopped. He can't stay. And he's being told he has to leave. They'll have to bring a backup goalie in for at least one play.
And it was a tough ball for him. He tried to do the right thing, come out and clear the ball. Defender didn't make it easy there, but unfortunately just went through his legs, and Miguel's just too quick.
And in the blink of an eye, it could be 2-0 here as Miguel Torres, the sniper, leading goal scorer here for Union.
Oh, my goodness. Off the post.
Off the post, and penalty kicks have not been kind to him this year. He has not fared well with the free shot. I equate that to a free throw in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And the charity stripe has not been nice to him. And the backup goalie did his job.
It was a good 15 seconds for him there.
Perfect 15 seconds. And
he iced the kicker and did his job. Now he's coming back off. Well played.
Yeah, if I'm 0-0, I'm going to the bench thinking I'm feeling like a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
So Union with a chance to go up 2-0. And Miguel Torres with a penalty kick that hits off the iron on the right goalpost.
Oh.
And Rylan Franca goes up strong and hard.
Yeah.
And if you've not stood next to Rylan Franca, he is an imposing big fella. And he moves like a spider cat on the field.
That was definitely a meaty tackle. Sand Springs will hope that their number 9 is okay and he's back on his feet. As we pointed out in the first couple of minutes and even before the game, one of their 2 main dangerous attacking players. He's going to come out for a little bit, though.
Looks like our trainers are walking down to check him out, make sure he's all right.
Do a little concussion test, possibly.
McCombs checks out, and George checks in. So he checks in. So McCombs checks out, and you put the fastest kid in 6A soccer, I think, in George Urquiza in. He is lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, it was, oh, boy, defensively. Oh, great tackle. Oof.
Oh, number 5 saved everything.
What a tackle, because Miguel was in.
And, so far, first 15 minutes here, Union looking very, very good.
Oh, yeah. They're, well, especially now that they've got some of their more seasoned players on the field, and they're going to try to get to work, and Sand Springs has really got to be at their best.
And there goes.
Yeah, there he goes again. Gee whiz.
He's so fast at times, it's hard to keep control of the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. I mean, he ran around that and with any ball control, and it continues to get better week by week. But he is, I believe, he is the fastest player I've seen in 6A soccer.
Yeah, I mean, he had a busy weekend. He was in some drag race competitions and came in second.
Yeah,
and so he's a very quick player.
I believe the next Breeders' Cup he'll be running.
Oh, yeah.
With I tell you what, he is a speedster. Always a threat to go the distance. Nice clearing.
Foul there.
It's a little
yeah, a little soft one.
A little soft on that one. Fernando will like that, though, as he gets to place the ball down.
Yeah.
About 35 out.
He might take this, to be honest with you. I mean, he might take it or he might drop it probably at the penalty area. Yeah, he took it. It was
And
kind of a half and half, if you will.
kind of into the wind, not sure
Yeah.
what the wind's going to do with it, and kind of throw it down. So your score here as we tick down inside 23 minutes to play here in the first half, and Union up 1-0 on a beautiful goal set up by Cesar Urquiza, and Caden McCombs throws it in the back of the net, and Union is up 1-0. And this is an important game, Paul Dean, for Union to keep their playoff hopes alive and to continue doing what they do best.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, just like we spoke about on the women's side of things, is they really just have to use this to be able to stay sharp and make sure they go into the playoffs on all cylinders. Well done. Oh, Fernando with a good tackle there. It was meaty, but he got ball there, so – I will tell you, for as skilled of a player as he is not afraid to go to tackle him.
Yeah, he and Rylan Frank are going to be a match tonight to watch because Rylan will not back down to anyone.
Yeah, you saw them colliding there and giving each other a dirty look.
Right now, we're 18 minutes into the game, and Coach Wilson is probably the only coach in 6A, probably in the state of Oklahoma, that is playing 22 to 24 guys a game. Mm-hmm. And he is losing nothing when he goes to the bench. He takes out right there, two midfielders in Cesar Urquiza, and looks like Edgar, and he puts in Jason Duran and Alan Corona, and still has speed, still has control. And Jason Duran, a senior who has had a phenomenal season.
What a punt.
That ball just went about 80 yards in the air, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodness.
And Miguel kept it in, and that'll be a Union. That was a great play by Miguel.
Oh, yeah.
Miguel's family always here in force, and they have big signs. They are fun to listen to them cheer for him, as he has had a fantastic season for Union. And he has been a marked man on every single game.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a good opportunity here for Union on the set play. Always dangerous, and Sand Springs has to do a really good job.
He's going to bend this.
Yeah, good ball there. Ooh. Sand Springs once again just watching.
Well, you're watching UnionSportsNetwork.com, listening to us on your favorite tablet, computer, cell phone, and we want to thank you for joining us here on this Monday night. You could be anywhere, but you've chosen to be with us, and we thank you for that. It has been a wonderful regular season here at the U. And playoffs are coming next week. Union ladies have their spot, and they are going to be a tough play for anyone. And Union boys are getting better each and every week, coming into their own.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a run.
And he hit the immovable force of Cannon. That center back had to be asking himself, where did that guy come from?
Yeah. Another tackle there.
And there goes Miguel. He's so direct.
Oh, wow.
And that was a goal for George if that didn't get through.
Yeah.
And, one thing that Coach Wilson has been talking about all season is the ability to get the ball through the box and not just going direct, but getting balls slotted through and crossed. And tonight we've seen crosses more than we've seen in the last few games.
Absolutely. I mean, in those situations, especially when you are on a run where everybody's not just standing, when you're on a run and you play a good ball across that box, it's very difficult for defenders to be able to clear, just like you saw there, and opportunities will come from it. That's actually how they got their first goal.
That ball took off. Miguel's a little amped up right there.
Yep.
Thanks to our sponsors here at the U and Union Soccer, thanks to Case and Associates, Tracy Ellis and the real estate team. Thank you so much to Zio's, the official pregame meal of your Union Soccer, and to Complete Event Rentals. Next time you got a party, check out the guys over at Complete. That's Complete with a K. All right. And David Ariano checking in, and Seth Sims check out. It's great to have David back as he was out with a concussion.
Yeah, Brandon, there goes again with what you were saying earlier about the depth and the ability to utilize his entire bench. It's really been impressive over this season to see that.
Rylan Franca.
Yeah, well, way to use his body there.
Jason Duran. And there goes the speedster. Nice ball back to Duran. Oh, and he just lost the touch on it. Looked like the handle fell off the ball right there. Sean Reagan, such a smart player.
Goodness.
And
you can see the frustration there in terms of Fernando and their other, hang on a second, Jack, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here.
And really, I mean, someone that knows Fernando as well as you do, talk about, I mean, those frustrations. I mean, we're halfway into the first half, and he's already getting frustrated.
Well, that's where I was going with it. Fernando has had the tendency of being able to take himself out of the game, and I don't mean just play-wise. I mean like literally with a red card. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that continues to develop, and if he can stay composed within this game.
Just the frustration of the constantly fresh guys that are coming through in the legs, and it really wears on a team when you've got so many fresh bodies.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, good turn. It's going to be a foul.
They're going to call that foul. That looked like just a little trip over. I don't think that was anything there, but he's going to get that call every time.
You know, sometimes with these players of a high caliber, you know, they are going to pull those types of calls. You know, they get those types of calls throughout games that kind of go their way, whereas somebody else probably wouldn't have gotten that call.
You would have got that call.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would not have gotten that call.
Yeah,
I would have been the guy taking you down.
Another tough. I would have liked to see that go in towards the rest of the Union players, but
Sand Springs has to feel good that they're only down 1-0.
Yeah,
in lieu of how they've really played here in the first
totally.
half.
And it was a penalty. You know what I mean? They'll look at it as a scenario where from the run of play, it's a 0-0 game, and they'll still feel real confident about the fact that they're still in it. Now it's going to be interesting to see how Union is able to establish their dominance. You know, you've seen them kind of getting away from passing, but right as I say that, they go back into their passing style. Offsides there, I believe. No call. Handball. Yeah, I'm definitely going to call that one.
Definitely looked like he wanted to dribble
and they tried to play it quickly, and unfortunately they were not ready for it. Miguel tried to play that ball quick. Oh, here he goes. Off to the races.
And you're not going to outrun Eric Villalobos.
No.
He is a quick cat.
Yep. Union's also got to stay composed, you know, in terms of great ball. Oh, that was it right there. That was our opportunity, Sand Springs.
That was a big one.
I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that player that was in there closed his eyes when he took that header because it was not very well directed.
I think we see that a lot in youth soccer with closing of the eyes.
Definitely. Number 14 there. He wasn't real confident about that header. Miguel looking to get to work a little bit. There's the ball.
There's Alan Corona on the wing. Back to Jason Duran. Back to Corona.
He's on his feet there.
He knocks that all the way across.
Oh. Handball, another one.
6 and 10 really like to play with their hands. And as big as they are, they may be basketball players. What is that flag? All right, so the clock continues to tick. Union up by 1. Miguel Torres on the kick. He looks to be about 33, 34 yards out. He pushes it over to Eric. Back to Miguel. He throws
Great
it
ball.
up.
Offsides, though. Yeah, referee will see his linesman over there.
See if they can catch this on a... And that's going to be a Union throw-in. And it looks like Ryan Pitchford checking into the game as Eric Villalobos checks out. And a great opening sequence tonight for Eric.
Yeah, I thought he played outstanding there. It's, he'll have enjoyed those minutes to get that experience and really get some touches on the ball.
And to talk about the youth of this team, takes out one sophomore and puts another one in.
Yeah, I mean, there's just, everywhere you look, I think there's potential. There's a lot of potential, and it'll be interesting to see how the group continues to develop over the years.
Jason Duran, he's going to – he tried to thread the needle to George.
Well,
George Urquiza, a fantastic player, fun to watch, so electrifying. And we got a beautiful full moon out tonight, and man, that just shows you right there the beauty of tonight's game here on the pitch.
absolutely.
Tonight is homecoming. We want to congratulate our homecoming king, who's playing a fantastic game in Rylan Franca and his queen, Maria Perez. Really see how Union, if they lose the ball, they swarm to it.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job tonight of really getting numbers behind the ball, and as soon as they lose that, just like you said, really with the flurry of players just trying to get around it. Oh, big tackle there. He was not too happy about the dribbling and looked to assert himself there. So another opportunity for Union here, though. Miguel looks like he's lining up a shot.
Yeah, he definitely wants to take one, and Union got lots of numbers up.
Oh.
Very close. As we've ticked down inside, 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Paul Dean Cotabanda with Brandon McCombs, and we are live here at the U for Union Soccer on homecoming with Sand Springs in town. The girls won easily 7-0, and the boys are up 1-0 here in a great game so far.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive match. Interested to see how these final 9 minutes go. Hopefully the intensity stays high for both groups.
Oh, if number 9 only knew he didn't have to do that. And the goalkeeper. Oh, nice try there. Great touch there by Fernando.
What a
Great
turn.
job there by Jason Duran. Sean Reagans. Cameron McCulloch off his line. He's going to hit. He had a ball a second ago that was about 80 yards in the air. And that was just a line drive Miguel could not do anything with.
You know, I've been seeing a trend here with as many players as Sand Springs is pushing up the line and forward, if you will, as well. Sorry, I just took a moment there. I'm going to let Miguel get done with this, and I'll finish my thought. One thing that Union is doing is playing a little bit more direct there, and they're finding that gap of space in between the forwards and midfield where they're doing a really good job of winning that ball, and it's kind of spearheading their attack a little bit.
Yeah, very much so. Ball through the box all the way across. Goalie picks that up. And that play right there, you notice the left back had all the green pasture. And what's noticeable to me is that he didn't just roll it out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was, which tells you they're not that comfortable playing out of the back. That's
no,
not their
and I
mojo.
mean, you know, it takes a certain level of quality, and I think that they're not super comfortable with playing that way. They would much rather just get the ball to some of their more advanced players higher up the field.
And that'll be a throw in for Union. And so if the entire mojo is to simply get the ball into Fernando, number 8, or to number 9, and Union can continue to swarm that, safe to say they can probably keep this game intact.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the most dangerous moments for Sand Springs were in that first part of the game. You know, it's kind of died down a little bit, and you can see kind of the frustration building up with some of their players, with both Jack and Fernando, and we'll see if they can kind of calm down and get some more. Goal! Oh, what a save! Got it off the line.
And they dodged another bullet. Ryan Pitchford with a great
turn. What a turn. It's going to be a goal right here. Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, J.C. Guerrero missed one right there. A point-blank opportunity. And David Ariano with a beautiful little – that was cheeky.
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic ball. I mean, you know, he just saw the little gap there, played it to him, and unfortunately just a little bit too far out wide.
So as we come up on 5 minutes to play, thanks for joining us here on the UnionSportsNetwork.com. Tell your friends, tell your family, and catch all of the great sporting activities that Union has to offer. It's a great way to keep up with Union sports in its greatest, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, wrestling. And I saw a couple parents tonight that were here. They have no kids, and they said, man, I just love high school sports. And so it's fun to watch. And
high kick there. Ouch. Kicked him in the head. Ouch. That
looked like Noah Berry right there on the dangerous play.
I don't think it was intentional at all. The ball was there, and sometimes as players you just react to it and you don't realize where the other player is. But I tell you what, Jack, number 9 for Sand Springs, he's taking a beating this game.
He has.
And he just seems to keep coming back for it. So you got to give it to him.
I tell you what,
tough.
Johnny Lawrence would have liked that high kick. That was definitely Cobra Kai worthy.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, number 9, Jack on the ball for Sand Springs as the clock ticks down. Cameron McCulloch got his wall up. And this is going to be a shot.
I'm not 100% sure why there wasn't a player touching the ball, because from my understanding with the referee having his hand up and a high kick, it's an indirect kick. So
and you don't see a lot of those, and maybe the players totally. I saw that this weekend at the tournament we were at, and guy takes a free kick, sticks it right in the back of the net, and they called it back because it was indirect.
Oh yeah, it was indirect kick. I mean, all the player has to do is stand next to the ball and tap it, and it counts. Now, the only other way is if it takes a deflection off of either one of the members of the other team, then it would count as well. It doesn't matter who touches it, as long as there's 2 touches before it goes into the back of the net. But yeah, that was odd. At this age and at their level, I would have imagined that they would have worked that one out pretty quickly.
Outside the goalie and the 2 center backs, every single player on the pitch has been subbed.
Yeah, no, it's there's Kyle there.
There's Corona.
Opened up there, have a shot. Oh, would have liked to seen him keep that low. If he would have kept that ball a little bit low, it would have been got good opportunity there for him. But nevertheless, Union still looking to find that second goal.
Union up 1-0. Here with 2 minutes to play, and very easily could have been 3-0.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Sand Springs be very happy with that kind of a lead.
Yeah, it's gonna go against Fernando.
Oh, they're gonna pull an elbow and an arm, and he did not like that. Jason Duran with a quick restart, and he just throws it out. And Noah Berry, as fast as he is, he just kind of let it go. You're not going to throw that by Rylan Franco, that's for sure.
Yeah, you got to feel bad for Jack and Fernando there. You know, they're hang on. Goal! Wow, what a finish! Right when I was going to say you got to feel bad for Fernando and Jack for all their hard work to take on the Union group. They win the ball in the back.
Sari with a bad touch right in the middle of the pitch, and it costs Union with a goal. And Fernando strikes, and that's what he does best for the Sandites.
Yeah, fantastic goal there. I mean, we picked him out, him and Jack, as being the 2 main threats for Sand Springs, and he's tied up the game. So Union's got some work to do here. They've got to get some composure. You know, anytime you get scored on, there's that first couple of minutes that it takes to regain that composure and get back into the game. And so hopefully they're able to do that.
And that's going to be knocked out of bounds as we come inside. And Union really controlling the entire first half, minus just a couple instances. But the back line there in the middle, again, just a bad touch by a center back, and that cost them a goal right there.
You know, I really want to see Kyle get into this game a little bit more in terms of, being a little bit more active and making his presence known and felt.
And that's going to do it, and they're not going to get off a corner kick here before the end of the half. They're going to try, and that's going to do it. And here at the end of the first half, it's all tied up in Union boys fashion as it's been all season long. It's a dogfight. And we'll go into half. We'll be back in 10 minutes. All tied up at 1-1. Thanks for joining us. You're watching on UnionSportsNetwork.com.
The humble Raising Cane's chicken finger. 24 hours of marinating and not a word about its flavor. It credits that terrifically tangy sauce. And the cane sauce? Well, it's okay with that. But a premium, fresh, never-ever frozen tenderloin, hand-battered and cooked to order? Doesn't exactly need to brag now, does it? Same for the crinkle-cut fries. Center cut from the longest potatoes Idaho has to offer and added to every meal. You know, just because you have bragging rights doesn't mean you have to use them. Raising Cane's.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
Finding your happy place is something special, and it's different for everyone. You probably already know where to find yours, and TTCU Federal Credit Union can help you get there. Right now, you can earn up to a $200 bonus when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. So wherever your happy place finds you, TTCU will meet you there. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second half here on Homecoming. And we're live at the View. I'm Brandon McCombs. He is Paul Dean. And Paul Dean, it has been a whirlwind of a first half here for the Union boys as they have controlled the tempo, controlled the pace, but all of a sudden Fernando strikes just like lightning, and boom, it's tied 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, Union got that first early start with that penalty, and they were able to capitalize on it. But even before that, they were doing a really good job of maintaining possession, really being active on the ball in the attack. And then it looked like Sand Springs had kind of hit a wall there in terms of their attacking, and unfortunately a mistake there on the Union part. Sand Springs was able to capitalize that. Fernando just got in and did what he does.
Yeah, and just a fantastic shot is what it was.
Yeah, no, it was
we
great
talked in the
finish.
girls' game about how do you go far post to keep everything in play and get your body in position, and Fernando did everything that we've ever taught in club soccer.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job. He's a very well balanced young man. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of ability, and it'll be interesting if Union can kind of get into the play. I mean, we've seen Miguel a little bit, but not really seen Miguel. Right. And we really want to see him bring his ability to the game, and hopefully they're able to do that.
And talk about he and Fernando are great friends.
Yes.
And just the ability that he was not able to convert that penalty kick. Does that play a little bit of psyche into the second half here?
I'm sure they're going to be talking to each other throughout the game and stuff. Those two have played with each other for a good amount of time, and they've known each other for a long time. And I think, they'll be holding that over him. And Miguel will really want to step up and showcase himself. I think he's got the ability there. He's got all the talent. I'd really like to see some more link up. Is that little Urquiza on?
Yeah,
on the
so
wing
Urquiza is with Aguayo and David Ariano in the middle. They have put Edwin Macario back at the CDM, and they have taken and put the seniors in Miguel Torres and Rylan Franca up top.
Yeah,
and that should be a huge 1-2 punch.
Sure,
up front.
Excuse me. I like what we saw at Urquiza on that first goal. Really just had that creativity and that confidence to be able to go forward. It'll be interesting to see what he can do with two types of players, with Franca, who can clearly get onto the ball, especially with his head.
Well, welcome back to the second half here at UnionSportsNetwork.com, and it is all tied up 1-1, and Union starts right where they left off. Just with a little bit of
there's
a goal by Rylan Franca.
Oh, boy.
And that's in the net.
Man.
And Rylan Franca in 14 seconds knocks it in. And I think technically it's going to go down as an own goal, but he did everything to create that. And that's what Rylan Franca does best. He creates havoc. And just like that, Coach Wilson's got to be, as he's sitting down here on the bench, he showing no emotion. But he has to be excited.
It was a great ball there, and Franca just got through. You could tell the Sand Springs goalkeeper was very frustrated because of the fact that both defenders actually got in each other's way. Both were looking to clear the ball off the line, and the goalkeeper was letting them know that either one of them could have done it had they gotten out of each other's way. Yeah, exactly. So, but Union, man, I mean, we talked about a fast start. I don't know if it can get any faster than that.
Not sure, but just like that, 2-1, and that's exactly – they're going to try to play everything through to Fernando, and just like that – and Cannon Marth is not going to let him through.
So Cannon's also played with Fernando for an extended period of time. So a lot of these boys know each other. Kyle was in that group as well. And so, there's a long-term friendship / rivalry going on there right now.
So this is a dangerous ball sitting at about 3 yards out, right in the center of the pitch.
I fully expect Fernando to take this on goal.
Especially with the wind behind him. If he can keep it under the post, it will be a dangerous ball.
Oh, what a hit.
And it hits the iron.
What a shot.
And that up and over and always dangerous. Well, thanks for joining us tonight here on the UnionSportsNetwork.com. Paul Dean Cotabande, and I'm Brandon McCombs, and it is a beautiful night here at the U. Want to give a shout out to the boys of John Brown University. They are in Orange Beach, Alabama, listening and watching. Cooper and Colby McCombs and their little brother scored the opening goal tonight, and they're there to root on the girls of John Brown as they are in the national tournament, vying for the national title in women's soccer, and the boys are down in force cheering them on, and good luck, girls at John Brown. And right there, and that ball running quick.
What a ball. Went out of bounds, though.
And the goalie's got his hand up screaming,
Yep.
It's out, it's out. 2-1 Union with the lead as they come out, and Rylan Franca in 14 seconds scores to put Union on top as it went in at half 1-1. Sean Riggins, he's such a smart player. And there's Edgar Aguayo. Oh, and that ball just runs away from him. We've seen a lot of that tonight, and do you attribute that to the wind and just not being able, or just adrenaline, or both?
So, I mean, realistically, what you're always going to get with a turf surface is that ball is going to continue to roll, and it's going to roll at a high pace. With grass, it slows down. With turf, it just continues to go. There's not that level of friction that's going to slow that ball down, and so you really have to time your pass and wait your pass. Fernando once again trying to get through. Union doing a good job of just swarming them, which Brandon, you mentioned in that first half. Yep. They're just everywhere.
Yeah, very important that they get numbers, as we talked about, behind the ball, and they just don't let. I think, Eric back there just making sure that ball's not going anywhere. And again, two of the Union defenders on the same ball.
Oh, my goodness. That's a penalty, right?
And that's going to be outside the box.
Wow.
And Union dodges a bullet.
Wow.
There's two of them there, and neither one of them could stop him from getting around the corner.
That is a interesting call there. It was a tight one. It was very tight. I think that could have gone either way. And, I mean, the placement of the foul tells me that he did not want to call a penalty whatsoever, because, I mean, I don't know. But it's fine. Union dodges a bullet there. They've got to really make sure that those two players between Fernando and Jack are covered, and they do a good job of keeping them in front of them.
Well, Fernando's on the ball. I would want him in the mix.
Just a little too hard there, Fernando. Tough angle. I don't want to see a shot there.
I think the Sandites parents are wanting VAR on that one.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think VAR would have probably called that a penalty.
I mean, we're up here in the booth. We have VAR, and I'm glad they don't have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 2-1 Union with the lead. Tick-tock as the clock continues to run, and that's the Union best friend right now as they're up 2-1 with 34-35 to play. Over to Eric Villalobos, into Cesar Urquiza, who had a fantastic first half, and he is a superstar freshman, something to watch for years to come. Edwin over to Aguayo, and he cuts it, and he's going to hit, and here comes, and he's going to one-touch that, and not enough on it, but it's going to be there. And a beautiful ball.
Good ball, great ball. Can they get another opportunity here?
I don't think playing long ball against Union is going to be the key.
No, and honestly, it's kind of wasted. I don't know. Union's going to be able to easily handle that, so they're going to have to do a better job of build up there. Real even matchup here, you know what I mean? Both teams are playing at a fairly good level, and
they're going to take him down as they make an Edgar Aguayo sandwich there.
Yeah, that's right.
The Sandites with a sandwich with a Union feeling there. That definitely.
Oh, good ball there. Whoa, what a
goal! And right there, you asked for it, Paul Dean, and he delivers with 7 minutes in the second half. And just like that, he delivers, and that is a boom shakalaka.
Goal by Union.
Miguel Torres strikes again.
Miguel Torres, Union 3.
There was no doubt as he put something on that.
No, Miguel definitely, we were speaking about the fact that we really wanted to see him get into the game a little bit more and be a presence, and he did just that. And a fantastic finish. So Fernando had a real good finish on his goal. Miguel has one as well, and now Union with the 3-1 lead. But just overall good game, I hope this continues for the rest of the game. It's been a very active game, and both groups are really playing at a decent level.
So talk about how much that probably meant to Miguel to be able to have that, hey, my buddy got one, I got one.
Well, yeah, partly that, and then also you got to remember the penalty that they missed. So he probably feels like he owes the team one, and so putting that pressure on himself / that level of motivation to be able to make up for that missed penalty, that goal will do that. And now he can kind of play a little bit looser, with a little less pressure on himself. As players, a lot of times we have like internal battles, and it's good when we can just kind of relax and put that to the side.
What great defense there by Union.
Yeah, great job there. Once again, they're just all over them. Good ball here. Sand Springs just does not look very confident in the back. You can tell it's probably not their best area of the field. And I don't want to criticize their entire defense. They probably have one or two players, but there's definitely some weak links in there in terms of at a high level. And I mean, right now with Miguel Torres running at your back, that is not the way to approach it.
Now, if you're that left defender, that's not what you wanted.
Yeah, he had abundance of time to be able to handle that a lot better. And Union starting to get into it. You can see that flow of play coming. They're really trying to establish some dominance here and get that ball moving. And
Sand Springs with some nice ball movement there.
Sand Springs is right with them, and Fernando, you would have liked to seen a better ball come from the Sand Springs midfield because Fernando would have been through. But
he made a nice run, and they could not get him the ball.
Yep.
And Urquiza kicks it off the guy in the middle. That'll be a free drop for Union as that new rule.
Yeah, if it hits the referee. Oh, good run by Urquiza. There he goes. Well done. Yeah.
That's going to be a corner kick.
He's got that dynamic type of play about him.
He is shifty, isn't he?
He's very shifty. He's really unpredictable, and that makes him a very dangerous player. And I think it's going to add another level, a layer of talent and ability to this team. And hopefully, he can continue to get some more minutes as the playoffs go on. Oh, good, well done there by the keeper. I got to think, the main message probably at halftime was everybody just get the ball up to Jack and Jack and Fernando and get out of their way. I think that's, Union's got a much more balanced approach in terms of how they're wanting to play, and I got a feeling it's very two-dimensional in terms of how Sand Springs wants to play right now.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of ex-Union players here at halftime. They were with Fernando on the field and having a laugh and a joke as they're all friends. And
absolutely. What a turn. Miguel with a strong run. That's how we teach how to tackle. You always run through the ball. Number 6 defender for for Sand Springs, who also made that mistake in the back last time. Went in incredibly soft. And
Miguel is off and out to the races.
He's going to save it. He saves it. And a great, well, a little too far. Oh, good touch, though. Another ball here.
Oh, Miguel went up for the volley.
Yep, he was looking for it. And once again, you know, it is tough. You know, you feel for Jack and Fernando because I think they're playing at another level. Here comes Miguel here. Can he get a good shot?
Oh, and a great save by the keeper. Miguel got that up. If it's on the deck, that's probably in the back of the net again.
I got to think Coach Wilson went in at halftime and said, Miguel, what have you done in this game so far? Really challenged him to come out in this second half and showcase himself, really get into the game and lead his team, and he's done just that. I mean, that was a great shot, and he's just been much more active in this second half.
Yes. A few guys for Union warming up as clock continues to tick. Union up 3-1 on a pair of goals from Rylan Franca and Miguel Torres here in the second half. McCombs with one in the first, and one lone goal from Fernando for Sand Springs at the end of the first half. Looks like Eric. No, this is David Ariano. Oh, and that got away from Edgar.
It happens. Union looking like they're going to make some substitutions here.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Pitchford, Alan Corona, and Seth Sims are about to, three sophomores getting ready to check back into the game.
There's the ball there. Now, unfortunately, there's just not anybody forward right now for Sand Springs. Not a bad little effort there, number 20 for Sand Springs. He looks young, but he looks like he's got some a little bit of ability there.
Rolls it out, back to Sari, back over to Eric Villalobos. He goes long, and that had nothing but a lot of space. Fernando with the trap down, trying to give and go in the middle. One of the most dangerous left feet in all of 6A soccer is Eric Villalobos. And there it goes.
Oh, good
nice
ball
ball.
there.
And there's Cesar Urquiza. He's got some space.
Kept his head down a little too much. Would have liked to seen that ball come across the box to Miguel. He was ready for it.
Touch gets away from him.
Oh, good ball there.
You know, the one thing they do so well is they find Fernando in every situational pocket. He presents himself so well.
You know, I think between Jack and Fernando, Jack's that workhorse. You can see him really putting in a lot of effort. Real quick, Brandon, someone's down in the box. I can't tell who that
Sean
is.
Riggins, I think, has had enough, and he was asking for a sub a few minutes ago and couldn't get it, so he just goes down. He's been struggling with some hip, and Ryan Pitchford will check in right now.
Gotcha.
Coming in for you, number 26.
But no,
Ryan
you're
Pitchford.
absolutely right. They're really trying to find those two dangerous players. That's what's going to spearhead their attack, and I mean, everywhere you turn, if the ball gets to them, and they've got the ability to create.
Union already missing Colson Marth as he's out with a hyperextended knee, and but Union got a lot of depth in the back on their defensive backs, and so exciting to see again Coach Wilson playing so many players.
Oh, dangerous. looks like a bit of a head injury there for Union. Decent ball.
And Edwin with a nice ball.
Oh, what a touch.
Oh, and it got away from him.
Oh, man, that was pretty.
Ryan Pitcher just brings that down and puts it on the foot of.
Here goes Miguel. He's going to get to work. Tough ball here. Keeper's got it. All right, dealt with it pretty well. Fernando getting in there. Once again, Jack. Whoa, what a ball. Creativity there.
Yeah.
Almost got through. That would have been something. You love that, though. As a spectator, you know, watching creative players just do stuff on a field makes the game that much more exciting. And,
yes, very much so.
Everybody's just great touch there by Ryland. Just a little too far away from him.
And the ball out of bounds right there. So Alan Corona and Seth Sims will check in as
number 16, Alan Corona.
Looks like Cesar Urquiza and David Ariano will check out. And warming up is Cade McCombs and George Urquiza. And I would imagine what you'll see there is you'll probably see Miguel either check back or Rylan Franca check back, or both. That has to be a scary thought to know that Rylan Franca is running right at you. I would have liked to have seen him just take a shot at that on the back post, knowing that you got Rylan back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just discipline at its finest from Union, keeping the ball on the deck this windy night. Ball through, and oh, so close. Everyone in Union wanting a handball. Nicely played by the Sandites. Cameron Sari back to Ryan Pitchford comes up.
There it is there. Oh, good tackle there.
Alan Corona has a lot more speed than what people think.
Yeah.
And he makes up a lot of ground quick. And a beautiful little pass there by Rylan Franca. Little back heel, and love to see the fire from Rylan. He's wanting another one in the back of the net. And you know, everyone in 6A soccer right now is following tonight's game. Union really in the driver's seat for what happens to them the rest of the way. And they have a makeup game at Edmond Memorial on Thursday night, which is a rain out. Nice little ball movement there.
Well done. Way to
and
show
Eric's
that
going to
ball.
let that roll all the way out. And we're going to have a substitution here as George Urquiza and Caden McCombs check in. And
Coming in for Union,
Rylan Franca
7,
checks out,
George
and
Urquiza,
Cannon
number
Marth
59,
will take
Brandon
over as
McCombs.
captain. And Franca checks out, and so does Miguel Torres. A great 20-minute run for both of those boys.
Yeah, no, fantastic. I mean, you know, for Miguel, I think that 20 minutes was exceptional. You know, you can see what he brings to the game. And when players of that ability aren't playing at that level, you get frustrated with them because you can tell where they need to be and you want to keep them at a high level. And he came in and did what he needed to do.
Ball played up. McCombs trying to get around him. Nice defense by the Sandites. And they're going to call that on Seth Sims.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice fight right there.
Both teams continuing to play. Dangerous here. That's a penalty right there. That one they can't argue with. Yep. Unfortunately, no play on the ball there.
And Eric Villalobos did not. And Cameron McCulloch is a fantastic keeper. This is
People
not
are
a
asking for a card there, which, in the letter of the law, I mean, the ref has the opportunity there, but he's just going to go with the penalty. Fernando now has an opportunity to close the gap. And he does. Almost saved, though.
Almost. There's a great job by the keeper.
So 2 goals now for Fernando. But really, that came off of Jack's work. He came off that backside, and he worked his tail off to get to that ball.
Well, and like you said, he made the run. He's the workhorse, and Fernando's making a living on his
absolutely.
his efforts.
He does that dirty work. He does the constant running and everything like that. Fernando's a little bit more creative and can get things going, and obviously puts the ball in the back of the net. But exciting game. 18 minutes I'm really looking forward to here because the game just really been back and forth.
Ball played up.
And you can tell even the fans are animated. They're into the game, and it's exciting to see that level of
there.
Handball on that one.
Oh, George got a little bit too much of the hand there.
Union's really got to maintain composure. A couple of calls against him here, and
George has got some moves. He'll whip that cross to the box. They're going to let him just kick that one deep. Oh, and they're going to call it on Fernando.
Fernando's going to get a card. No.
And the fans do not like that one at all.
Do not like that call whatsoever. It was a tight one, but again, teammates, they have seen each other.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, day in and day out at practices and throughout the years.
Well, and let's not take out the fact that these refs are the same guys we have every weekend in club ball. They know these players as well as they know each other.
Yeah.
And so they're, I think, watching the same things going, hey, I know what you're doing.
100%. It's again, it's going to be a very, very fun, a little over 16 and a half minutes of this game. And just really tight games that we've seen over this season.
Yeah, very much so. That last one that created the penalty, if Eric just lobs that out instead of letting it run out and just clears it.
Yeah.
Very simple, but you're going to see Rylan Frankacek back in, I'm guessing, into that defensive center mid to bring some stabilization to it.
I imagine, yeah. You can see there, Coach Wilson's probably thinking there's a little bit too much distribution happening within the middle of that field, and he wants to get in there and break it up a little bit.
Thanks for joining us here on the UnionSportsNetwork.com. Paul Dean is his name. I'm Brandon, and we are live at the U in a fantastic game tonight as Union leads 3-2.
Well done.
Their 3 forwards tonight have fared very well.
Union's got numbers. No. Still got it. Well done there by Sand Springs. You'll get that fouled. Oh, no. They're going to play it there. Say that it was advantage. Now the advantage is gone, and he'll pull it back.
Yeah, he definitely went a flying, and Coach Wilson going to bring back in the freshman, the sophomore, and the senior. Stabilize the midfield and shore up the defense. She cannot get a Union throw in. Inside, coming up on 14:30 to play. Union up 3-2. And that's going to be a foul. So we've got a free kick. Thanks again to our sponsors, Zio's, for being the official pregame meal of your Union Soccer. Thanks to Tracy Ellis and Associates for all their support of Union Soccer. To Complete Event Rentals for your next party event that is going on. Check out the team over at Complete, and that's Complete with a K. And then to Case and Associates, always part of the community and a great sponsor of Union Soccer. Seth Sims and showing his speed, getting around the edge.
Oh, ooh, almost there. It's going to be, he got it out of there. Yeah. Well done, though. Union still putting pressure on the ball.
Didn't quite have enough mustard on it. Seth Sims with a beautiful run there. Fernando with a lot of pasture in front of him. He's going to get rid of it and want to get it back. He staggers his run very, very nicely.
Decent touch there. The goalkeeper was all over it. Acres of space here. This game is really just opening up, going back and forth.
And that's going to be a Union throw-in, and that's going to create a...
Coming back for Union, number 23, David Arellano, number 34, Cesar Urquiza.
So the entire
Number
midfield
9,
subs
Ryan
out,
Franca, number 11,
and
Jason Durant.
now Rylan Franco will bring a big stabilization to that CDM spot. But Edwin had a nice run there here to start the second half and played a lot of key minutes there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's, they just keep taking players off, putting more players back on, coming in fresh, and they just don't lose very much. It's players really playing some big roles.
Playing the ball up and over, and the ball goes out of bounds. Thanks for joining us here on this beautiful Monday evening here at the U, and you're watching and listening on UnionSportsNetwork.com. Paul Dean Cotabande, I'm Brandon McCombs, and this is Union Soccer, as your Union Soccer is up 3-2 over Sand Springs. Goals by Caden McCombs, by Miguel Torres and Rylan Franca, and Fernando for Sand Springs has 2. And Paul Dean, right now, you have that sense the crowd is getting antsy. They kind of feel this. It can go either way, and it's a good thing Union got a couple to start off the second half the way they did.
Definitely. It's a very tight game and really fun game, back and forth play, and the fans have gotten into it, and the players are ready to go, and it'll be important for Union to be able to finish this out strong.
Nice ball by McCombs.
That is going to be a tough ball to handle. Oh.
Well, that's why you do that, isn't it?
Yeah, make it difficult for him.
And George is just going to kick this and go.
No, he is going to find that gap. Oh, look to try to have a good turn there.
And he almost found it.
Yep. There it is. Offsides, unfortunately. Good idea, though. You know, they're trying to pick and prod Sand Springs' back line, and you have to do that. You know, it's very much a chess match. You gotta move some pieces around and try some things to make sure that you can unlock that back line. But, you know, look on the sideline here. Both Eric and Miguel are going to get back into this game. So Union's going to look to try to finish this game off.
Nice ball back over to Ryland Franca. They're going to kick it out, and that'll be so with 8 minutes to play.
Coming back in for Union, number 26, Ryan Pittsburgh.
George Urquiza and Caden McCombs check out as Kyle Easley. Noah Berry checks out. Kyle Easley checks in. Miguel Torres and Ryan Pitchford with 8 minutes to play. Union, 3 goals on 12 shots and 2 corners. Sand Springs, 2 goals on 7 shots and 2 corners. Ball right across the box and nobody home. He was dangerously close to stepping out of the box on that one.
Absolutely. Good turn there by Jack. He's worked tirelessly this game, and he's trying to find something here. But Sand Springs players outside of Fernando and Jack, just a lot of standing and watching those two play. And the others have to get into the game to give them more options. I mean, Union's got way too much depth, way too many players for 2 players. I mean, they've done a good job of trying to keep the game close, but this is where you need a few more pieces.
And Ryan Pitchford missed that trap right there, uncharacteristic of him. And nice defense recovery. Knocks the ball out. Urquiza gets it up to Kyle.
Offside.
And just too direct, and he was offsides.
Yeah. It's a good attempt, though, again. Yeah, just like we talked about.
I would have liked to have seen the slot the other way as
sure.
Urquiza was definitely open. And there's Kyle right there. Good placement for him tonight. Urquiza.
Oh, good run there. Oh, unfortunate, off his heel.
David Ariano.
Good ball there. Can we finish, Miguel? Goal.
Goal! Boom, shakalaka. Miguel Torres strikes again. With 6:01 to play, Union up 4-2.
Good ball by Miguel Torres.
And even if Miguel wasn't there, again, coming off of crosses.
Is Miguel hurt or no? Oh, he's just rolling
got tackled
around
by his buddies.
Yeah, he.
But he had Jason Duran right behind him.
Yeah, totally.
And that was a good ball. And David Ariano getting another cross. What we've seen is when they're crossing the ball, they're creating opportunities.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think, most of their opportunities have come from the outside back in towards the middle. And Miguel, once again, we spoke about thinking that he had a little bit of a soft first half. He's done complete opposite of that.
But you knew he didn't want to let his buddy Fernando
for
come
sure,
in
absolutely,
to his own house.
Absolutely.
And have a little better game than he did.
Yep, absolutely. So, Union getting some opportunities here. Now let's see what happens. Usually when this has happened in the past now, in the last couple of goals, Sand Springs has had another answer.
Yeah.
Let's see if Union can close out the game, or a handball there, or if Sand Springs can get one more to get back into it.
So Union 4 goals on 13 shots. Union has looked very good tonight at times, and other times just like the ball won't go in. There's Jason Duran.
He's going to slot Miguel through. No. Offsides there by Kyle. Yep.
Little late on the delivery.
Yeah.
Jason needed to send that ball just a little faster.
Absolutely.
Good vision, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if he gets rid of that ball a little bit earlier, and he almost got caught in between two minds of which ball to play, and unfortunately, usually when that happens, one player's offsides. It's just going to be a little bit too far there. Oh, no, I take that back. Sorry. The linesman was clearly not in a position to be able to make that call either, but.
And a great play by Eric Villalobos to come back across, take that out, because trailing every single play is Jack's buddy.
Yeah. Oh, just a little too far. But you can really see so far in terms of what we've said, you know, with Union having several different options of being able to get into the game and attack and be dangerous. If the attack and the creativity is not coming from those two men right there for Sand Springs, I think it's very limited in terms of what you're going to see. So,
well, tonight's victory for Union, holding up for the last 3.5 minutes, puts them in a fantastic driver's seat as everyone in 6A has beaten everybody on any given night. And again, Union has not lost in regulation all season, outside of a double overtime loss.
Ouch. Was that Kyle? Kyle slipped on the outside
down
there on the concrete.
And a double overtime loss to Booker T, and then a 11 shootout to Jinx, and then 6 to Broken Arrow. And the ball movement has been fantastic tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see Union trying to move the ball around here. Sand Springs has done a decent job too, but there we go. Now a little bit of intensity. See what happens here. Oh, what a stop. Oh, there's another foul.
And that's going to be in a dangerous place right there.
Yeah.
Shout out tonight to our goalie coach, Zach Kelsey, for watching. I imagine he's watching and cheering for the Union boys as he's unable to be at tonight's game. Coach Matt Kalfas at home cheering. We have a wonderful coaching staff here of coaches for the.
Oh, penalty. Oh, goodness gracious.
No call, and Union gets away with one right there. Fernando gets tripped up, and he has not liked all of his calls tonight.
No, I mean, 2 opportunities there where in this game could have been a clear-cut penalty out of it. And, again, you know, oh, there's a foul. Here's Fernando's temper, what we were talking about. This is going to be a yellow. This is going to be a yellow. But it's exactly what we were talking about in terms of frustration. You know, he's got to maintain composure. You know, but Sand Springs coach is letting the referee know about it.
David Ariano checks out. Tyler Reynolds checks in. 1:36 to play. I imagine that's all she's going to call for Fernando. Little play down to Pitchford. He's going to put a ball across the box. Nope, plays it back. And you know, we can't really talk enough about how good of a game Cesar Urquizas had tonight.
Oh yeah, he's been outstanding. A bright
to be
future.
a freshman.
Yeah, bright future.
Well, we want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors that make Union Soccer what it is. Thank you to all of the Booster Club parents and for all their hard work tonight here on Homecoming.
Number 42, Daniel Martinez.
And Paul Dean, it has been a pleasure to work with you all season long here at Union Sports Network, and your first inaugural season. And, sir, you have made it fantastic.
Pleasure's all mine, Brandon. Thank you guys for having me, and you know, hopefully Union continues this winning trend into the playoffs, and you never know, might be able to actually get a call to the playoff game depending on what happens.
That would be exciting. Union with a fantastic game tonight. The game plan Coach Wilson came up with, asked him last night actually, what would you like? And he says, just a win. So
make it easy, huh?
Making it easy. And that is all it is. Union wins tonight on Homecoming, 4-2 over the Sand Springs Sandites. For Paul Dean Conabande, I'm Brandon McCombs. Thanks for joining us here at UnionSportsNetwork.com. Good night.